Hi everyone, thanks for coming to this meeting, and thank you ever so much for agreeing to talk about your experiences of hate crime. Mel, would you like to tell us your story?
When I was a bairn, I went to the special school and I'd be waiting for the bus, and kids from other schools at the bus stop would call me names. The kids round here teased me. When they're with the parents, okay, but when they're with the friends, they think that can't say anything to me. It stopped me going out on my own. It makes me feel bad and worthless.
Ian, what was your experience?
One time, I was on my way to a group in Jarrow on the metro, and a bunch of drunk kids got on. They were okay at first, and then they started to be funny with me and call me names and threaten me. I felt really unsafe. There was nowhere to escape to. There were other people on the metro. It would have been nice if one of them helped, but nobody did. No one from the metro was around, and I felt trapped. This hate crime has left me feeling really anxious, and I haven't been able to get on a metro since.
Chloe, what was your experience?
My disability is visible as I am in a wheelchair, so quite often on the bus there's young mothers in the wheelchair space, and the bus drivers won't ask them to move, so I have to, and people call me all sorts of names. I have even been called the R word before. The way I see it is that a child can be taken out of their wheels, but I can't. This is the only way I can get about. It makes me feel so anxious that I don't want to go out. If I am getting the bus somewhere, usually to town or somewhere to meet friends, and then after that happens, I just want to go home. It's the same on trains or any mode of transport. When I'm getting about in my area, a group of teenagers call me names or mimic me. It's like I survived high school and it's still not got any better. People still name call and it makes me feel tiny.
Barry, do you want to tell us what happened to you?
There's times I want to go for a walk. I don't because of my limp. Instead, I jump on my bike. Then people can't see me when I'm limping. I feel safe on my bike. I had people taking the mick, calling me names and worse for so long. It feels like my head's like a kettle, like all that pressure and like all that steam coming off. It's a lot. I'm okay when it's just a few people, but if it's a crowd, I think they're going to take the mick out of us. If I'm in a shop, sometimes I feel like I want to go home, but then I'm like, no, I need me groceries. Why should I? I just get paid off. The kids should respect the elders. I would have when I was younger. They shouldn't be doing it. Hurts my feelings. I'm worried if I say something to them, I could make it worse, or they could attack me. Now, when I go for a walk, it feels like people are laughing at me. I'm so paranoid.
Paula, do you want to tell us what happened to you?
I used to have a partner, but he was really nasty to me, especially when he was been drinking. He wouldn't let me see my mum and dad or granddad or my friends. And when I went out, he asked me where I was going and always ring me up every 5 minutes. He always comes to the bank with me and say, where did he get all that money? Hand it over. Then I have to give him it. Then he hit me once. He said sorry. He bought me flowers. Then he said he wouldn't do that again. But it did happen again. So I couldn't take it again. So I self-harmed. Then my mum and dad saw my scars. So I had to tell them what's happening. So when he was at work, my dad moved his stuff out and told him to stay away. Firstly, my dad got an injunction on him. At first, I didn't feel comfortable going to the police, but my mum and dad helped. The police car came, but it didn't look like a police car, and they weren't in uniform.
I didn't tell the police because I didn't think they would believe me or do anything. I did tell my friends at the group, and they supported me.
I feel if I reported it, it would be seen as trivial. Maybe having a dedicated advocate to help you report it would help. I would tell others that suffer hate crime to talk to someone.
I never phoned the police because I thought they wouldn't have done nothing about it. I think they need like a helpline instead of the same police number. People who are being trained, someone can help straight away. As it is, I think it happens to you, should tell someone who you know and get them to help you, get the police.
I don't want to bother the police with it. I prefer if somebody would phone them for me. People need to start listening to us. It's important to be listened to. We are human beings. And if they listen, maybe then something will be done about it.
I think to stop hate crime, we need to show people how not to be nasty. Even if a few kids take notice, it might help.
I think we should educate loads of young people about hate crime to stop others from doing the same. There should be anti-bullying training so we can tell our stories, and when they ask questions and we try to say, if you were me, how would you feel?
A world without hate crime would mean I would be able to get on public transport again. It's been a long, long time. I want to get back to the Jarrow group. It's a big miss in my life.
It would be lovely to be able to go out and not get judged.
In some ways, it's easier to recover from a physical assault. Somebody verbally assaulting you is based on characteristics you can't help. It's difficult. I think we have a culture of name calling, but names can hurt. Names do hurt. Sticks and stones.